Welcome to my The Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. Today is a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday. And you know what we do a Tuesday? We do a thread for you. Yeah, we do. We do a thread for you. Today's thread is, what is the worst thing that you heard from your partner just after Smex? Let's see what craziness y'all been hearing after the horizontal monster mash. All right. Okay. Oh shit, I think my boyfriend is on his way round. Didn't know she had a boyfriend. Like, what?
What did he say?
You got a what now? I would be so pissed. Imagine, bro, you meet a girl, right? And she is so cool. She is dope. This, and that. And then you finally get to smash her. And you like, this is the love of my life. Love of my life. And she's like, oh, shit. I think my boyfriend's coming home. And you're like, what? What? The anger that would run through my body. The anger that would run through my body would be insane. Insane. I'm like, bitch, I thought you were the love of my life. What the fuck are we doing? Oh, I'd be mad. Oh, shit. This nigga said, that'll do, pig. I'm not kidding. I mentioned it once. I read it from a similar thread, and then she started using it for real. Damn. I thought the dude said that. But she was just like, all right, that'll do, pig. Get your meat up out of here. I'm done. I'm done playing with your little meat stick. The fuck out of here. That's crazy, bro. Damn. You were so wet I could barely feel you. Maybe next time don't get so wet. What? Maybe your dick was too small, bro. You know what I mean? Maybe you weren't in it the way you thought you were in it. Because when that mess is soppy, ooh, you know, when it's nice and wet, she got the little grip on it. Like, oh man, I'm like, come on, bro. Fuck you talking about? What's the worst thing that you've heard from somebody right after sex? Oh, that reminds me, I need to call my mom. Nigga, what? I'd be like, what are we doing here? We're adults. Fuck you need to call your mom for? You know what I mean? I don't know why that's put a scenario in my head, but I'm just imagining a guy that just like lost his virginity and he's just like, oh my God, that was great. I need to fucking call my mom. Like, what? I don't know why that put that in my head, but for some reason I can just imagine a dude doing that. Like, he just lost his virginity and he's just like, oh my God, I need to call my mom. Like, yo, I just lost my V card. That shit was great. God damn. Oh shit. All right. What's the worst thing that you've heard from someone right after sex? It wasn't just after, but I have herpes was not what I wanted to hear at any point. Tell people before the act, yo. This person after sex was just like, oh, they were like, woo, oh, yeah, man, oh, damn. I forgot to tell you, I have herpes. And it's like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
you got what? You got what now? Oh, I'd grab my clothes so fast and run. I would run. I'd be gone. Oh my God. I'd be a runner and a track star like a motherfucker, bruh. Oh my God. I would be so terrified. I would go to the doctor and be like, yo, man, I think my dick is burning. I need some help. Please help me. Like, this bitch, I think she's got herpes, bro. Like, oh my God. I raw dogged her in the second half. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I'd be pissed. I'd be so pissed, bro. Oh my God. All right, what's the worst thing that you heard from someone after having sex? When you're inside me, I feel nothing. I would just slowly get up. I would get dressed, and I would just walk out. There's nothing else to say. Nothing else to say. You lost. It's over. You're not gonna get to fuck again. You're not gonna get a second chance. Like that was her saying that this is it. This is all you getting. This is the only bit of coochie you getting from me, bro. It's over. So I would stamp that L right on my forehead, and I would just get my clothes and I'd make that nice walk of shame and get the fuck out of here. Or if she's at my house, I would just slowly gather her shit and I'd be like, get dressed, and I would just politely shoo her out the door, and I'd be like, it's over. It's done. It's done. Like, that would be the most demoralizing thing ever. I'd be like, damn. Especially if you thought you was laying it down. Oh man, imagine you just nut, right? And you like, like, damn, girl. Whoo, like, you were something else. I was putting in work on your ass. And she's like, when you're inside me, I feel nothing. And it's just like, wait, for real? For real? Are you serious? Like, damn. Woo! Oh my God. All right, what is the worst thing that you've heard from someone you just had sex with? I've never had one night stands, but the only time I got with a girl only once, after it was over, she said, I feel like it's the woman's job to console a guy afterwards and tell him it wasn't that bad. I was like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
yo. Oh my God. Imagine, bro. Imagine. Oh my God. And all these dudes, bro, they think they killed it. They think they smashed it. They think they were up in her guts. And she was like, bro, you didn't get past the entrance. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it was for these girls. They're like, yo, you didn't get past the entrance. And they were just like, well, I was tearing that up. What you mean? And I think hers is worse. I mean, don't get me wrong, she was being very nice about it, but I think hers is the worst. Because she probably put one hand on his shoulder and was just like, I think it's the woman's duty to console little guys like you and to let them know that, hey, it's okay. You'll get better. You'll find a girl that'll accept that one day, but it's just not me. Now I believe the once you go BBC, you can't go back. Thank you for teaching me that lesson. The BBC would be sending me. Oh, it would send me. I would be like, the what? The what?
What?
I'd be like, get out of my house. I'm like, get out of my house. Get the fuck out. Because there ain't no way you about to come up in here and talk about you had a BBC before me. Get the fuck out. All right? Get the fuck out. Fuck you, Tyrone. God damn it, man. Oh, my God, bruh. Damn. All right, what's the worst thing that you've heard from a person you've had sex with? Okay. I've been with 4 guys and you don't make top 3. Yo. And the whole she been with 4 guys?
Stop the cap.
Nah. You only remember the top 4. Let's keep that hundo P, all right? Your body count a little more, in the 15-20s, okay? If you out here talking about you not in the top 4, baby girl, you've had some penises in your lifetime. Fuck out of here. That's crazy. She was like, you're not even in the top. You're not even in the starting 5, bro. I put you in the game. And you couldn't perform. Like, get the fuck off my starting 5. Like, that's crazy. She bumped you up in the roster. She put you in the starting 5, and she was just like, nah, man. Nah, you ain't even close to my star player, bro. Fuck out of here. Get your bitch ass back on the bench. And I think that's where you gonna stay for the rest of the season. You know what I mean? Like, damn. All right. Well, as soon as we finished, he rolled over and started playing Clash of Clans. Didn't even speak to me. Not the worst thing, but funny as fuck. What? This nigga busted a nut and said, "Oh shit, I gotta check my clan, yo." Like, hold on, bitch, I'm getting raided. What the fuck, bro? What kind of shit is that? He straight busted in her. Oh my, he busted in her and was just like, hold on, bitch, I'm getting raided. Hold on, give me a second. Oh my God. That's terrible, bro. That's so crazy. Alright, 4th of July some years back, I went to his bathroom to pee post-sex. Came out to find him on the bed on top of his Snow White comforter on all fours with his ass sticking in the air. Happy 4th of July, he jest loudly, and I think he tried to fart. But he did not fart. That poor comforter also did not remain white. So this dude got out of bed. He got on all fours and pointed his asshole to the door. And he was just like, she got out of the bathroom and was just like, she opened the bathroom door to this nigga on all fours, ass in the air, booty hole pointed at the door, talking about Happy 4th of July, and then he proceeds to shit on this white comforter. That's crazy. That's disgusting, bro. That is absolutely disgusting. What he thought was just going to be a small joke turned into the most humiliating thing for this man's life ever. Damn, that's crazy. That is crazy. Oh, man. All right. He immediately let out a long-winded, awful smelling fart and told me that was just for me. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. This man busted his nut and it was just like, oh, woo. That one's for you, baby. Oh, I've been holding that one in for a minute. God damn. Like, what the fuck? Okay. All right. Oh, what's the worst thing that you have heard from a person you just had sex with? Okay, second guy I'd ever had sex with whipped out his homemade porn with another girl who was doing some acrobatic shit. He asked me why I didn't do it like that. Hurt my feelings at the time, but like high expectations of an 18-year-old who had intercourse all of maybe 3 times. Wait a minute. So this nigga gets done fucking you. He goes into his photos and he's over here like, why didn't we have sex like that? Why can't you do that? Do that next time. Why can't you do like what? I would smack that phone out of your hand so fast. If a girl sat there and was just like, oh, why don't you fuck me like that? I'd smack that phone out of her hand. Get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out! Shut up! Get out of here! You gonna show me a home video of you fucking somebody else? Like, get the fuck out of my house! What the hell? Who in the hell do you think you are? What the fuck? No. Oh, and if his dick was bigger than mine, definitely get out of my house. like, who do you think you are? I don't want to watch you get stretched out by Chad Van Longendong. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God, you have no idea how pissed I would be. Girl, you better have slapped the shit out of this nigga, man. I know I would have. I'd slapped the shit out of him. You know, like, what are we doing here? No, that's wild behavior. I couldn't be talked to like that. There's no way, bro. No way. That's the wildest thing I've ever heard, bro. Wildest thing I've ever heard. Oh man. Okay. What's the worst thing that you've ever heard from somebody you just had sex with? With giggling, that didn't last very long. Meanwhile, 24-year-old me was quite happy with my 8-minute performance. Yeah. Oh shit. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. She said that didn't last very long. I'd be like, get the fuck out of my get the fuck out of my house. Get out right now. No, you can't do this to me. All right? You know what I mean? Either that or I'd have been like, bitch, get on all fours right now. Get on all fours and start humping. And I'm going to time you to see how long you can last. All right? Because that shit ain't easy. All right, man? It ain't easy being cheesy around here, okay? Like, fuck out of here, bro. No. You know what I mean? That 8 minutes for me was like 45, okay? That was 45 in male fuck years, okay? Like, get out of here, bro. God damn. It be like that sometimes, you know? Especially if it's a girl you've been waiting to fuck. Especially if it's a girl you've been waiting to fuck, bro. That 8 minutes is an eternity. Oh my! Especially if she looks good too, like titties just look right. You know, body is bodying. You know what I mean? Her pussy is just shaved up, looking real nice. You like, I want to know. You know what I mean? You just, you sitting there singing R&B like, God damn. You doing the handout motion like, oh. You know what I mean? Trying not to bust. You know what I mean? You up in that coochie, acting like Usher. You know, like, man. And I know, because I've been there. There's been times where, like, I've been talking to a girl, doing whatnot, you know what I mean? We hanging out, having a good time, whatever. And I finally get up in there, in them walls, and I'm just like, oh. You know what I mean? Like Usher, baby. I'm sitting up in that motherfucker, and I'm like, oh my God. Woo! And then the best way dudes time themselves, like ladies, if you're ever having sex with your guy and the TV is on, notice he's going to look over at the TV every once in a while, and that's because that nigga's timing himself. He's like, if I can get to the end of this episode, then I know I lasted at least 20 minutes. Oh my God. And that's a real thing, bro. That's a real fucking thing, okay? I'm sorry. Hey, a lot of dudes out there won't admit it, but that's a real fucking thing. Like if your man is humping you and he's looking over at the Netflix show, that nigga's timing himself. And he is just sitting there like, fuck, come on, when this episode end? I don't remember this episode being that long. Fuck, hurry up. God damn it, man. You know, get the DeLorean up to 88 miles an hour. Fuck. You know, because we're trying to last long. But we know that we up in them walls. We up in them walls screaming like Usher. You know what I mean? Even them silent niggas that don't say nothing, in their mind they're like, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, they're just not vocalizing it, you know what I mean? They're just not. But in their mind, you know, the voice in their head, you know, there's just a mini Usher in there. You know what I mean? And that nigga is singing. He's singing in them sweet coochie walls. Singing. Oh my God. You know, every little ad-lib Usher guy, he's, you know, all up in them walls. I swear to God, brother. I swear to God. That shit is crazy. Oh, I'm just saying. Woo. Okay. Oh. All right. What's the worst thing that you have heard after you've had sex with somebody? Do you have HIV because I don't want to catch it twice? Excuse me? You don't want to do what? Shouldn't we have had this line of questioning before the humping proceeded? Like what? Hey,
What?
I'd be sitting there like, what?
Bruh.
What are we talking about here? You don't want to catch it twice? Nigga, who the fuck? Oh, I'd be just, oh, wow. Okay. Damn. Again, get the fuck out of my house. like, I'm kicking all you bitches out, man. What the fuck are we doing here? That is crazy, bro. All right. What's the worst thing that you've heard after having sex with somebody? She told me the sex was great and then proceeded to explain how my horoscope says something about me having great success in relationships this month, and that's why the sex was so good. I mean, sure. You know, I'd have been like, fuck it, a W's a W. You know what I mean? Like cool, I guess. You know, Mercury wasn't in the microwave, I guess, today. You know, today was my day. I don't fucking know. Like, what the hell is going on here? Like, all right, sure. It was my day today. Like, you know, I'm that nigga today, I guess. And my horoscope said I'm that nigga. I so thought while I was reading it, I so thought that she was just like, I only fucked you today because my horoscope said that your sign would be having luck in relationships. If she said some shit like that, get the fuck out of my house. I mean, I'd still have sex with her, but get the fuck out of my house when I'm done. Yeah, I would nut her so fast and just be like, get out of my house. And she's like, but the sex only lasted like 20 minutes. Damn right it did. Because my horoscope told me that your star sign's coochie would only let me last 20 minutes or 20 seconds, whatever. Like, get the fuck out of here. What are we talking about? Horoscopes. That's crazy. All right, man, you know, I guess Mercury was in the microwave today, all right? And that's why the sex was great. Goddamn. Let's see. Okay. What is the worst thing that you've heard from somebody you just had sex with? That he was confused because I was too ugly for it to be that good. Yeah, it wasn't good for me. Ghosted him. Nigga. Let me educate you on something. The girls that aren't that good looking be having the bombest coochie, bruh. Why? Because they don't get attention like that. You know what I mean? They don't get attention like that. They have a lot of guy friends, but they don't have boyfriends. You know what I mean? They have a lot of guy friends, but they don't have boyfriends. And so when they have boyfriends, oh, you best believe. These bitches have been watching porn and touching their pussy like they're getting ready for the Olympics. And you are the main event that they are practicing for. Swear to God. There's been some times where, you know, I've dated girls that aren't the most prettiest, but I liked them. I was like, you know what? Her personality is great. She's fun to get along with. She's got a great sense of humor, all that shit, you know? And I'm like, she ain't the most good looking girl, but whatever. I don't give a shit about that. You know what I mean? I don't care what other people think, you know? And so I would get with her and we'd have sex and she out here pulling out the stops. And I'm just like, whoa, hold on. Oh, God, I didn't know my penis could feel this way. Oh, Jesus, what are we doing here? She throwing it back, you know, like it's going out of style. Like my dick is running away. You know, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And then it's crazy because, like, some of these chicks, you mention one thing. You like one thing, maybe it's a certain anime or it's a certain character or something like that, and she'll dress up like that character, but like a slutty version of it, and you're just like, oh, I'm telling you, man, that little Usher in your head, he's gonna be singing. That nigga gonna be singing, bruh. Oh my Lord, I'm being dead serious. That like I said, my last relationship, it lasts so long with that girl because she was like that. That was the type of girl that she was. You know, she was the type of girl that, like, she was getting ready for the Olympics and I was the main event, you know? And when we had sex with her, I was just like, what in the fuck is going on? I'm just saying. I'm not saying that really objectively pretty women can't have good sex. It's just they don't need to. You know what I mean? They don't need to. They're gonna get dudes that want to have sex with them regardless. You know, but the girls who have more guy friends than they do boyfriends, those are the girls that are gonna be fantastic at sex. Like you probably missed out on a good one, bro. Missed out on a good one. You know what I mean? Don't even get me started with fat girls and head. Like, let's be real here. We gonna moving on smartly. Moving on smartly. This one's gonna be the last one for this thread, man. Hope you guys are enjoying this thread as much as I am, because god damn, this thread's juicy. All right, my girlfriend, I'm sorry, had never had an orgasm from, I guess, penetrative sex before. So we've always took care of her by rubbing that clitoris. We were trying it pro bono one time. Okay. And she has an insane orgasm and made with me inside that lasted like 5 or 10 seconds, and she started farting uncontrollably and gasping, I'm sorry, which made me start laughing and losing my erection. She was so humiliated over it. I felt terrible for her. We've been married 15 years now. Damn. What the fuck? So he was playing that DJ Hero, and she was just farting. She was letting it all out. You could tell she's never farted in front of him before. You could tell. That was the first time. You know what I mean? I guarantee you probably, some of them farts were probably queefs, if I'm being honest with you. You know what I mean? I remember the first time I made a girl queef, I was dumbfounded. I was like, what was that? You know what I mean? Because it sounds like a fucking whoopee cushion, which is weird. It doesn't sound like an actual fart. And that's how you really know if it's a queef or if it's a fart. Because it'll literally sound like a whoopee cushion, like you know what I mean? You're just like, wait, what? What the fuck? man, that brings me back to the first time I've ever done that. Oh god, I had a girl doggy style. I just, pulled out of that motherfucker, and it was just like, I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, what was that? She looked back and was like, oh my god, that wasn't me. I swear to God. And I'm like, no, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's all good. You know what I mean? But hey, it happens, brother. It happens. They've been married for 15 years. I always say, you have your best relationships with the girls who aren't afraid to be awkward during, the most intimate moments. Girls that aren't afraid to be in those awkward moments with you. Girls that aren't afraid to, fuck, it happens. It is what it is. And they get through it with you. I think those are going to be always the relationships that last the longest, if I'm being real with you. Oh, man. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this fucking juicy thread. I know I did. I had a hoot of a time with this thread with you guys. I hope that you guys had a good time with this thread. If you have a situation, a story, a friend story, a family member story, whatever it is, of a time that they heard some crazy shit after doing the horizontal monster mash with their partner, a random chick, whatever the case may be, definitely put it down in the comments. I definitely love to read that story, because we had some crazy ones that you guys have shared in this thread. Wow. My goodness, man. Absolutely crazy. And yeah, again, I love to get a part of that. Okay, let's hop into announcements before we get into our crazy and wacky stories sent in by you beautiful people. Patreon.com/Am I the Asshole podcast. Get that exclusive episode every single Friday. You boys never missed a Friday. Get that exclusive episode, baby. Get in there and check it out. Also, you get to send in your scenarios to be featured on Tuesday and Sunday episodes. Again, you can send me scenarios on Instagram. You can send me scenarios on TikTok. I have people who send me scenarios mainly on TikTok a lot of the times, and they do make it into the show. It's just the Patreon people are going to have priority, all right? So if you want priority and you want to see your scenario or hear your scenario on the show, definitely go to Patreon, because that's the place to do it. Don't get me wrong. If you want to put it in TikTok, that's cool, man. I'll get to it. I'll get around to it. I promise you. But I just don't prioritize those stories. I do prioritize the Patreon people. So get on over there, check out the Patreon. Love you guys so much. And if you're an audio listener, keep downloading the podcast as well as rating it 5 stars so we can get more people up in this bad boy. I appreciate all the support and all of the help that you guys have been giving over the past year. It's been amazing to have you guys through this journey with me. All of you new ones, you OGs, all that stuff, man. And just seeing how far the show has definitely come. I mean, if you go and watch, you know what I mean, like some of my early episodes, even if you're an audio listener and you listen to the early episodes, man, boy, was it different. It was different, you know what I mean? Your boy felt like an infant at this stuff. And now, you know what I mean? I'm a 1-year-old toddler in this game. You know, your boy out here excelling. I'm learning to walk. You know what I mean? I'm learning my ABCs and how to talk. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, man. And you guys are here along with the journey, and it's awesome, man. I appreciate all the support. Again, if you want to help out even more on the free 99 side of thing, if you're already downloading the podcast, you've already rated us 5 stars, go ahead and go over into our link tree or in any of the links down there and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, as well as YouTube, bro. That helps out a lot. Helps out tremendously. If you want to follow me on Kick or Twitch, man, and catch a live stream, I do live stream on YouTube. So if you do follow us on YouTube, you can watch it there too. Every once in a while, you know, I live stream. It's not a every week thing that I'm going to do. It's just for fun. It's just a random thing I'm going to do. So if you see your boy live on there, pop in, say what's up, how's it going, kick it for a couple minutes and then hop out. It doesn't matter to me if you guys are there for very long. Just supporting and helping out is awesome, man. You don't got to donate shit. All right. Just pop in, say hello, and pop out. I'm not doing live streaming hoping that it makes money or nothing like that. I just want to have a cool way to kind of connect with you guys, you know, on a live setting. And, you know, while I'm just playing a game or, you know what I mean? We're just chatting or whatever. So get in there. Love you guys all. Let's get into today's scenarios, though. We have some interesting ones. Interesting. I've been reading the titles and I'm like, yo! All right. So our first one is I cheated and my husband refuses to divorce me. That's crazy. I've never heard of that where it's like the girl cheats, but the dude is just like, bitch, you may have cheated, but you can't leave me. You know, like what? Okay. So here's my dilemma. I'm a wife who cheated on her husband and was caught. All right, I have no kids with him. I accept my guilt and asked him to part ways because she don't love that nigga no more. The fact that she cheated, that just means that she had broke up with him in her mind months ago. Then she was able to justify her feelings for this new dude, fucked him, and was just like, I want to be done with you, bro. You caught me. Oh, no. Oh, it's over. Like, she don't love you no more, bro. What the fuck you want to be with her still? It's crazy. All right. We separated for 2 years, and then during that time, I asked him to sign the papers because I cannot live in the marriage with the guilt of what I did. I don't know about that.
Stop the cap.
He kept telling me in that time, no one will want me. No one will look after me. I won't be pretty forever and that I should stick to this marriage and give it another shot. He knew I was dating the man I cheated with during our separation. I kept telling him this marriage won't work out and what I did has changed me, but he would say, I love you too much and I would like to give it another shot. So this dude is trying to act like the whole alpha male thing while being a fucking simp. Nigga, shut up. He's over here like, oh, your looks aren't going to last forever. No one's going to want to take care of you. And only me. You should want to stay in this marriage. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, and then you're over here telling her that you love her and that you want to make the marriage work and all that. Get your simp ass out of here, nigga. Fuck you. What? Bro, she moved on. She's fucking homeboy as we speak. Bro. Like nut is dripping out of her right now while she's on the phone with you, bro. Come on. What are you doing? Oh my God. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. All right. I kept telling him this marriage won't work out and what I did has changed me, but he would say I love you too much and I would like to give it another shot. I confessed to it happening before this incident too. He just sat there and said, thank you for being honest to me. I don't care how many men you've slept with over the course of our marriage as long as it's nigga. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Because I think you are. I think you're the fucking most stupidest dude on planet Earth. She was fucking men. She was fucking other dudes before this guy. Before this guy, she was spreading it wide open for Chad Thundercock, Rod Von Hugendong, Tyrone, Pookie and Ray Ray. She was fucking all of them. All of them. And you're over here just like, oh, I don't care. I don't care how many nuts you've had in you. How many penises you've had in and out of your mouth. Like, I'm good. I'll still love you. And you're over here trying to be that alpha male shit. Oh, nobody's going to love you. Nobody's going to want to take care of you.
Stop the cap.
Nigga, please. Come on, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. Pick your dignity up, man, and go somewhere. That's fucking crazy. I was flabbergasted, felt small. He did not get upset when I told him he doesn't make me feel safe when someone else did. Best time to mention that I was in a financially abusive relationship for a decade with him. I was made to pay all the bills with his salary coming in and his savings intact, constantly being told I'm penniless and as a wife you should help me. I did, and it came back the urge of being with a man who made me feel secure. I own the apartment we live in, the car we drive, and some basic investments for a nested future. When he was coming back from the separation, I was clear that it needs time, even if I have withdrawn the divorce papers. From the first response was, when can I tell my landlady I'm moving out so I don't have to pay rent? I guess the factor of him forgiving me was so much that I didn't see the signs about his fixation of avoiding rent and using my car got buried. I don't know why the hell you even went back to him. He moved back with only a mattress and asked me if I can pay for a bed. I did.
Bruh.
You're stupid. God damn. All the while thinking maybe I should focus on forgiving partner, not the money. On the forgiving partner, not the money. Then came the talks. How much money do you have saved? What's in your account? What assets are in your name? And now I'm scared if that was all he came back for. A safe future where everything is paid for. Facts. While he has nothing to his name, I still tell him this marriage won't work out. He spat the name of the lover in my face in front of my father when I asked him to stop making me pay for everything. Am I a fool? Yes. To accept I made a mistake and wanting to give him a fresh start without a better person, whereas he just wants to stay for me or for the financial security I have. Dude, this nigga is the biggest little bitch I have ever fucking seen. Like, and you went back to him. You went back to him. What are you doing? What are you doing? Now you're fucking stupid. At first he was stupid. Now you're stupid. And I can see why you guys are married, because you're both stupid together. Like, it's ridiculous. Homeboy doesn't fucking love you. He doesn't care about you. This nigga's just trying to have a bitch pay for his life. That's what it is. You know, while you were out here fucking on some real men probably, where I guess I guarantee you they were taking you out. They were driving you around in their cars. They were taking you back to their home. You know what I mean? Smashing you in their bed. Like, what are we doing here, bro? Like, oh my God. And then on top of that, you don't even love him. You don't. And if you sit there and say that you do,
stop the cap.
because you don't. You don't love him. It's why you were fucking on Chad Thundercock and Rod Von Hugendong. Yeah, that's why you were with these dudes. It's why you were doing that. Because you don't love him. You don't. You feel bad for him. That's what it is. You fucking felt bad for this guy that's on his knees, crying like a little bitch, talking about, oh, nobody's going to ever love you, but I love you. I don't care how many penises you've had in and out of your mouth. Like, nigga, what? You know, and you think, like, going back to him is a good idea? No. Get the fuck out of here, dude. He just wants a woman that's going to take care of his life and his lifestyle. That's what he wants. That's what he's shooting for. He don't give a shit about you. That is crazy to me. Let me know what you think about that one in the comments, man. Is that a relationship that's going to work out, or is he just looking for somebody to take care of his life? You know, boy, it's crazy, bro. Crazy to me. All right, on to the next one. Caught my wife texting another man. Craziness. All right. So, so I've been with my wife since we were 17, both 22 now. Yesterday, I came into our room while she was asleep, and I noticed she had her headphones in her ear, and so I was going to put a song on to freak her out. So I don't know why, but I decided to open her SC. I don't know what that is. Oh, probably Snapchat. And I noticed she had unopened messages from another guy. I opened it, and the first few messages I saw seemed innocent, but their messages from even earlier that day were way past the line. Voice messages going back and forth. I wish in hindsight I had looked through every single message, but I took a few screenshots and woke her up to confront her. She did what I imagine most people would do. When they are confronted, and broke down. I told her I was leaving, and I sent a video to the guy she was texting and walked out of the house and drove away. I like to think of myself as an open and understanding person, so I was trying to process this. She called me. I told her I will be home in 5 minutes, and I want to see everything. She said she deleted the app. When I got home, she did not want to reinstall the app, and I told her it was the only way she has a chance to save our family. First, she said she deleted the account that she has had since we met in high school. Then she said she blocked him. To me, that felt like her trying to cover her tracks. Facts. I asked how she met this dude. She recently started doing TikTok as a way to make extra money, and she said her TikTok live friends knew him, and that's how they met. She said she's known him for about a week, and on Thursday, he started sending her verses from smut books. She is a reader, and those kinds of books have always been her thing when getting her in the mood. Yeah, so that nigga was sending some Haunted Adeline type shit, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, baby, I'm gonna fuck you in the House of Mirrors type shit. She was just like, oh, daddy, tell me more. She said not until Saturday night did the messages become very inappropriate. The hard thing for me to stomach is since I didn't look through all of the chats, I don't know that for certain. I want to believe that she wouldn't be stupid enough to lie to me, or else she'd be throwing her entire life away. I want to believe she's being honest with me, so I'm trying to be understanding. I know I'm not a great person, especially recently. Recently, I have been very distant. I have been looking for a way out because I just want to be alone. No. So he's been trying to break up with her for a hot minute. He just didn't know how to tell her. We talked and I thought about it, and she's all I've ever known, and anything you could think of when doing something with a girlfriend or spouse, anything like that, they've all been with her and her with me. Yeah. Okay. We've been together for 6 years, married for 3, and we have had an 18-month-old. Or a child that's a year and a half old. Something like that. She said she only did it for attention and self-validation because she could tell I've been very distant, and she came back from visiting her family. I was alone for the weekend, and I hate to stay outside of missing my son. I enjoy it so much, being alone. She swore on our son's life that it had only been happening for a few days, and she was going to block him the next day because she knew he would have wanted to meet up with her. It's hard for me to not believe that, because if there is one thing I know for certain, my son is everything to her. She's a great mom to him. In the past, I've done things that are likely equally, maybe bigger than this, to her, and she's gotten past it. I feel like I owe it to her and my son to get things past this and save my family. She wasn't my first love, but every up and down I've ever yeah, I've ever had. She's always been there for me in any moment that you've ever had with somebody. I've always had blah, 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 blah. Okay, this nigga's just ranting on. The sum of it is he caught his girl cheating on the Snapchat. And she met him through a friend through TikTok. And so they were chatting it up, so on and so forth. He's been a bit distant because he kind of wants to be alone. And she has noticed that he's been kind of pulling away. So then that kind of made her want to talk to homeboy. Ever since that, he have found out. Now she's just like, whoa, hold on. This was just me vying for attention. I wanted to, I was going to block him and like delete the app and stuff like that because I knew it was wrong what I was doing and I really want to be with you and I really love you and I'm not going to fuck him and do all this stuff. Like I wouldn't destroy our family like that, so on and so forth. Personally, dude, if you want to be alone and you don't want to be in this relationship, you should have told her that. You know, I get it if you kind of feel that way and you're just like, yeah, I want to be alone, but I still love my wife and I still love my family and I still want that family dynamic and stuff. But you could easily talk to her like, hey, you know, let Tuesdays be my day where I can just kind of be alone and do my thing. You know, you guys could have worked out a compromise where you have your alone time. You have time where, you know, she takes your son and you just have a bit of alone time, and then you can kind of do the same thing. You can take your son and she can have some alone time. Like, you guys could have worked that out. You guys could have talked about that instead of you just getting distant because you want your alone time. Now, if you don't want to be with her anymore because this alone time is something where you're just like, I'd rather much be alone than not be with her, then again, that's what you need to do. You need to stop stringing her along because she's going to go look for that attention, bro. She's going to go look for it. And that's exactly what she did. She went and looked for that attention because you weren't giving it to her. You know, homeboy on TikTok was just like, hey, girl, like, what's Gucci, man? You know what I mean? I saw you like the you know, smut books. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, girl, I want you to wear my ring. Come on my finger. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he was trying to have Usher singing. He was like, girl, I'm a have my Usher singing in your coochie. What you talking about? He's like, oh, all up in them walls, girl. All up in them walls. I'm just saying. So it's one of those things where it's like, you got to be honest with your wife. You got to be. Or else she's going to go off and do some fuck shit. You know, and that's the way it is. I truly feel like a lot of times when a guy gets cheated on and you know, when his girl goes and does some fuck shit and stuff like that, that is definitely the inadequacies of the guy, because she's only doing this shit because you're lacking in whatever it is that she's not getting, and she's getting it from this other dude. But it's like, if you're being honest with her, you're opening things up, you're letting her know, hey, I need to have some time alone and I need to do this and that, she's going to understand and realize, okay, cool, this is temporary. You know what I mean? But you're making it feel like it's forever. You know, she's just like, wow, he's always going to be distant with me. He's always going to be forever making me feel like I'm lonely and alone and I got nobody to talk to and hang out with. You know what I mean? When in your mind, you're just like, no, I just need like a couple days, a couple hours, whatever the case may be, to be alone. But she doesn't see it that way. Why? Because you didn't tell her. You didn't let her know that. She doesn't know that. She's like, I don't know this. I'm thinking this is forever. I'm thinking you don't want to talk to me anymore. I'm thinking you don't want to see me anymore. You know what I mean? And so this could easily just be fixed with some small communication, and you guys could have talked about it. And you know what I mean? It seems like you do love her. It seems like you do care about her. So I don't think you really want a divorce. So that's why I gave the scenario of just, you let her know, hey, look, man, can you just take our son and let Tuesdays be my day for me to just kind of be alone and, you know, have my peace and do my own thing. And we come back together and we do our thing every other day of the week. You know, I really don't see anything wrong with that. That's such a good compromise. And then she could just be like, okay, you know, well then on Mondays, you know, I want the same thing. Like, let me kind of be alone, do my thing, do my TikToks, have fun, you know, and let me have a me day, you know. I think that's what you guys really need is a me day. Because I'm the same way. In a relationship, I need my fucking me time, bro. All right? I don't mind if I'm having my me time playing my game and you're like sitting with me. Say, you're watching TV or, you're just hanging out around me, but I still have my me time and I can play my game with my boys, or, I could just kind of zone out on a game, or I can get work done, whatever the case may be. I need that alone time, but I'm going to communicate that, and be like, hey, there are going to be moments when I need my alone time. And when I need my alone time, give me that. And then when I'm done, I'm going to come to you. And you know what I mean? And we're going to cuddle. And I'm going to rub your booty. You know what I mean? Give you a little foot massage while we watching Netflix. And then I'm going to be waiting I'm going to be trying to time myself through the episode while we fucking through the Netflix show. Like, come on now. It's what we do. It's what we do, baby. I'm just saying. You guys let me know what you think about that scenario in the comments. And what you would, the advice you would kind of give homeboy, I guess. All right, on to our next one. Would I be the asshole if I break off my engagement because of his new views about women? Oh, man, here we go. Let's see. All right, me, 28 female, fiance 34 male, and I used to have a great relationship. But for the last year, his political views have become a problem. I mostly bite my tongue about it, but it came to a head when he accused a woman at his job of lying about her sexual assault. I pointed out that when a woman accuses a man of rape, he questions it and says she is lying. He justified that by saying it's stupid to believe an accusation like that with no proof. I pointed out that he has no proof that she's lying either, but he's accusing her anyway. He officially sends me articles of women, usually teachers, essaying boys. I brought up that he never says the boys are lying or asks for proof. He got very upset and kept repeating that I was trivializing male essay. I don't feel like I was. I feel that I was just pointing out the hypocrisy. He denied being biased against female accusers. I reminded him that when the allegations against Diddy first happened, he said feminists were just trying to ruin a successful man's life. Unsurprisingly, he never brought up the man who accused Diddy of SA. He also defended Diddy up until the video of him physically assaulting Cassie was leaked. Even then, he said, we didn't know the whole story. I mean, come on, nigga. We knew Diddy was whooping on Cassie's ass the whole time, nigga. If you believe that he wasn't whooping on her, you're dumb. You know what I mean? You're dumb. We knew that from the get-go. Like, come on, bro. All right, the final straw was when he was telling me yet again how women are actually worse than men because we are sneaky and conniving, and at least men will fuck you over to your face. He kept saying that women are far worse people than men, and I just lost it. I said that there was nowhere on earth, not now or even in recorded history, has a female violent crime rate been higher than the males. I told him that men kill each other even more than they kill us, which is not actually true. Women actually commit more violent crimes than men do. It's just that men get prosecuted more than women do. So, yeah. Just saying. I told him that men kill each other kill each other over even more than they kill us. So they are a bigger danger to themselves than some girl being sneaky. I said that blaming women for unfair legislation like conscription makes no sense when men make up the majority of the U.S. government and most, if not all, other governments. He was absolutely furious about all of this. He didn't argue with me per se. He just told me that I was brainwashed by the feminist agenda and that feminism lied to me and convinced me I was special. I mean, she married you, nigga. Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like she found a man. I don't know how she's a feminist. She found a man. She got married. Well, not married, but she's engaged. So it's like, I don't think feminism really lied to her on that one, you know. Now, as far as the whole violent crime between men and women, it's like, yes, on average, women do commit more violent crimes than men do. It's just men are more prosecuted than women. And And that's just a stated fact. It's always been like that. You know what I mean? Men go to jail. I think it was something like 34% more jail time than women get. And that's just that's an ordinary fact. And so, but I don't think that is a clause of feminism, though. You know what I mean? Like, feminism is more of just like, oh, I don't need a man, and like I can take care of myself, and men are trash, and this and that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I get it's a hot button issue, but all right, I still don't know where that comment came from. It was not relevant to anything. I immediately was very pissed off and said, well, maybe patriarchy lied to you about this relationship being special. I threw my ring at the table and left the house and haven't spoke to him since. Damn. Today he sent me a long text stating how I belittled him with that comment and that I would be a good wife if I could just stop needing to be right all the time. I haven't responded and I'm not conflicted about if I will at all. I feel bad about throwing the ring. I feel bad that I hurt his feelings by saying our relationship isn't special, but still, to be honest, I'm seriously questioning if I really want to marry him. He has always been argumentative, not just with me, with everyone. Normally, I just ignore it, but he was so egregious with this hypocritical BS. I shouldn't have taken the bait, and I don't feel like men are generally bad. I was speaking out of anger. I don't consider myself to be a super political person. I'm not even sure if I count as a feminist. You don't, because you got engaged. You found a man. You know what I mean? Like, you found a man to be with. Like women who are hardcore feminists, they believe in not having a man. You got a man. Like, okay. All right, whatever. I don't get it. He just has a new complaint about women every freaking day. At this point, it's so frustrating. I don't know when he became this way, but it sucks. There are still things I love about him. But the things he has been saying may be more than I can forgive. Despite all that, I'm still responsible for my intense outbursts because I ignored his consent women bashing in an effort to keep the peace. I exploded when I could have just spoken up from the start. Maybe if I had nipped it in the bud right at the start, it could have been better. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Am I the asshole here? I mean, I don't think you're the asshole for voicing your opinion, and I think he should have just took it as your opinion, because, I mean, even he wasn't right in this whole situation. Like, how are you going to sit there and be like, feminism lied to you, when it's like, she's not a feminist? Feminism, or feminists nowadays, a modern feminist anyway, believe that they don't need a man, and that they're like, oh, I'm not going to do shit for a man, this, and that. You got a man. You got a guy to engage you. So I don't think that you're really a feminist at all. If anything, you want to be a traditional woman. You want to get married. You want to have a husband, all that good stuff. That's great. That's fantastic for you. So, I mean, he's wrong there. The whole, like, allegations with, women lying about, being SA or raped, that I feel is something that is happening 100%. Don't get me wrong. And it sucks that it is happening, because then it like turns a blind eye to the real victims and the real women that actually get, SA'd and raped. But you have to understand that the women who go super public about it are the women who are most likely lying. Because the women who are actually suffering from this stay quiet, because they're, for one, embarrassed. For two, they are traumatized and absolutely disgusted and don't even really want to talk about it. And then three, they feel like they're less of a person because of the situation that happened. They feel like, oh my God, somebody treated me like I'm a fucking animal on the side of the road. And they feel less of a person. That fucks with your psyche. That really fucks with how you see yourself and how you value yourself. And so that's why I look at it like women who go so public with it and they're trying to blow up some guy about SA and all that kind of stuff, 9 times out of 10, she's lying. because she either wants to get some clout out of it, she wants to get attention out of it, she wants to get money out of it, she wants to get notoriety out of it, she wants to get something out of it. Women who actually deal with this shit, they are quiet about it because of the 3 reasons I had just gave. You know what I mean? And it sucks that there are women who are doing that. You know what I mean? They're trying to blow it up and make it into this spectacle. And I get it. It's a very big issue. But at the same time, it is a private issue. That is something that does not need to be on the internet, if I'm being honest with you. You know what I mean? And I do feel the women who actually go through this, yes, they should be, you know what I mean, talking about it a little more, you know what I mean, and really coming from the stance of like, you know, this guy did this to me, not in the stance of you're trying to get clicks and likes and you're trying to get money out of it, because that's what a lot of those fake chicks are doing. They're like, oh, you know, he essayed me and he did this and that and blah 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 blah, like, you know, and they're trying to they're like, follow me. Yeah, it's like, what, bitch, what are you talking about? You know, and I've noticed that is a very common occurrence because they've been seeing that these chicks are getting paid out bags, you know, because of these rich dudes. I mean, there was that situation with the famous baseball player, you know, where she was literally laying in homeboy's bed, you know what I mean, after she just got nutted in, talking about, oh, you know, what should I take from him? And she's over, her homegirl is just like, oh, girl, he's got 51 million. Try to get it all. Yeah, it's stupid, dumbest shit I've ever seen. And so, again, those are the type of chicks that are blowing it up on the internet and they're making it into this big thing and this spectacle because they want the attention, they want the money, they want the notoriety and the fame and the followers and all this stuff and the clicks, you know what I mean? And it sucks because it is blinding everybody to the women who this is actually happening to. And trust me, there's been a lot of people, a lot of women that have come out on this show. You know, they'll write in talking about their experiences of being SA'd and stuff like that. And if I'm being honest with you, most of the time they sit there and say, I didn't tell anybody for the first 2-3 years. And the only reason that I'm putting this out there now is because I'm able to tell the story without feeling like less of a human. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I'm being honest with you, brother, you know, I get that this happens, but you can't just put every woman in that box. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, it's like, you can't sit there and put every woman in that box because this does happen. And the whole thing about teachers essaying boys, I know nothing about that. I don't know. Again, as far as the violent crime thing, women do on average commit more violent crimes than men do. It's just men are prosecuted more than women. Men do 34% more jail time than women do. So, you know, again, it's like her using the whole, oh, you know, it's the patriarchy. Oh, it's there's mostly men in the government and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but it's still to the women's favor. You know what I mean? Even if a woman commits a violent crime, she's still going to do 30% less time in jail than a man would for the same crime. So, you know, it is what it is. That's the way the world works. I ain't here to complain about it. That's just how it is. You know, it's a hot button issue. I get that I would never talk about that with my girlfriend though. You know what I mean? Like there are conversations you just don't have with your girlfriend. If I'm being real with you, there are just conversations you just don't have. And I feel like politics and religion are the two things that you just don't have conversations with. And now look, for me, if I'm dating a girl and her religion, her beliefs are different than my beliefs, I'm not going to argue about it. I will just accept it. Okay, cool. That's what you believe. That's that. Same thing with politics. If she believes that, you know, that whatever is going on and it's wrong and this and that, hey, is what it is. I will talk about that with my male friends. You know what I mean? I will talk about that with other men and other, you know, people who are knowledgeable and involved in that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to talk to my girl about that. I think that's just crazy to me. I'll let her have her beliefs and I'll let her believe what she wants to believe, and I will just accept that as that. And I won't even give my points of what I believe unless she asks me. If she asks me, then I'll just be like, well, you know, personally, I believe this. And that's that. You know what I mean? I accept the way you believe. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but that's just what I believe. And that's just, it is what it is. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, I think if she does go back to him, these kind of conversations, I would just tune out. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would just tune out. Just tune out of the conversation and let him ramble on about whatever he wants to ramble on about. If I'm being honest with you, just tune out of that conversation, baby girl. If I'm being honest with you, though, even you saying that he was, he's always been argumentative. That right there, kind of a red flag. If I'm being honest with you, kind of a red flag. And I don't think I would want to date somebody who's very argumentative. Not only with me, but with other people. You know, like I would not want to date somebody who's extremely argumentative, because then that just creates problems. It really does. It creates problems that doesn't need to happen. Like you guys are out somewhere and somebody says something and your dude feels the need to jump in because he feels like he knows more than that person or whatever. And then they get into this big argument, so on and so forth. And you know, and shit could get confrontational and you're there like, oh my God. And you can't stop two fucking, 170 pound plus guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and then you're sitting there just like, wow, this is my guy. This is my husband. Like he sits out here and he's just, shit talking people because he saw some shit on the internet. You know what I mean? Like, I really wouldn't want to be with a guy or a girl that's like that. I really wouldn't want you to be with a guy like that who's argumentative, like be with a guy who has his views and has his own thoughts and points, but he's willing to accept somebody else's side. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that's not what I believe, but if that's what you believe, hey, peace to you, brother. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that one in the scenario and everything we went through with that one. This is going to be our last one for today. All right. Am I wrong? Boyfriend often gets irritated at me for his own reasons. Am I wrong for getting tired of it? All right. Well, let's see what these reasons are. My boyfriend, 25 male, and me, 20 female, have been together for a year and a half. I understand that everyone gets irritated sometimes because we're tired, had a long day, a bad sleep, and whatnot. Usually I try to be understanding, and when he is irritable and I give him space, and even if it got me upset, we kind of put it behind us and just talk normally again like nothing happened. I feel like these episodes keep happening more and more these days. For context, he is also more stressed these days because he lost his apartment to flooding, has some health issues. Today, for example, we saw each other at school for the first time in the day. He had to print something in the lab, so I went with him. He was having issues with it, but while he was doing that, he told me about this 2-hour meeting he has at the same time as an apartment viewing. So I was talking to him about a solution, but suddenly he snapped at me and I asked why he's irritated. And he said because he's trying to make the printer work and I'm not talking to him at the same time. Oh, and I'm talking to him at the same time. I just missed him and wanted to talk to him and didn't know it was bothering him that he's talking to me at the same time. Plus he started this topic anyway. It's small things like this, but it feels like they pile up, and today I left and almost started crying. You didn't give a lot of context, but what it does seem like is he's not mad at you. He's kind of mad at like whatever is going on. And you kind of feel like he is taking it out on you. When I don't think he's really taking it out on you, if he's frustrated with something and then you're talking to him, he's not frustrated with you. He's just more like he's frustrated with that. And you kind of feel like he's taking it out on you. And I don't think that's necessarily the situation. I think, again, because guys get like that. I'm the same way. If I'm frustrated with something, don't talk to me. Because I'm frustrated with this. And if you talk to me, I'm carrying that frustrated feeling and tone over to the conversation with you. And then you feel like I'm frustrated with you when I'm not. I'm frustrated. And then you want to have a conversation with me. So then I'm carrying this feeling and this frustration over in the conversation with you. I'm not like, think about it like this. Say I'm frustrated with something and you're like, oh babe, what should we have for dinner? And I'm like, I don't know. Just whatever. Just choose something. I'll eat it regardless. I don't care. You know what I mean? I'm not frustrated at you. I'm frustrated at this thing, but because I'm frustrated at this thing, I'm carrying the conversation over. Now, I get it. You don't know that I'm frustrated. You don't know that. You're like, it's not my fault. I don't know that you're frustrated with that. You know what I mean? And so at the same time, it's like, maybe wait until he's not doing something and then talk to him. You know, because then whatever was frustrating him is not frustrating him as much. So then he can kind of disconnect the frustration and be like, you know, oh, babe, what do you want to eat? I don't know. I mean, just choose something, whatever. I don't care. You know what I mean? Because then it doesn't sound like he's frustrated anymore because he can kind of disconnect that frustration because it's come down. You know, I think it's just wrong place, wrong time a lot of times. I don't know if the situations are different or if there's like more that's going on with the relationship. She didn't really give more of that information. But I know as a guy, if we're frustrated with something and then you ask us, we're carrying that frustration over whether we like it or not. Because we're in the middle of something and we're frustrated with it and we're trying to figure it out. A lot of times, ladies, if you see your guy and he's doing something, wait. Just wait. All right, just wait. Come back. Give him maybe 5-10 minutes. Then come back. I guarantee you he's going to be less frustrated and he's not going to give you that frustrating tone and you're not going to feel like he's frustrated with you or he's mad at you, stuff like that. Just give him 5-10 minutes. You see him doing something. I don't care what it is. If you see him doing something, wait. Wait until he's either finished with it or he's close to finishing and then ask your question. Guarantee you, you'll see your guy acting very calm and collected because now he's able to disconnect the frustration from what he's doing to when he talks to you. But I think women just kind of see a guy doing something and then they just ask a question and they think we're just going to flip-flop our emotion and just be like, oh, what the fuck is this? Oh, yeah, no problem. No, we don't do that. We don't do that. If we're frustrated, we're going to carry that frustration over into your conversation. So if you see your guy doing something, let him finish. Let him, get the frustration out because it's not on you. It's on whatever he's doing. And then come back and be like, babe, da-da-da-da-da. Because then he's going to be like, oh, well, da-da-da-da. He's just going to have a little more calm mind about it because he's not as frustrated as he was. All right. Again, let me know what you think about that one in the comments. Let me know what you thought about all the scenarios that we've gone through as well as the thread. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Again, patreon.com/MyLastPodcast. Get on there for the exclusive episode every single Friday. As well as being able to send in your scenarios like these people did for the Tuesday and Sunday shows. If you're an audio listener, keep downloading as well as rating the podcast 5 stars if you haven't already. Helps out the show a lot. I appreciate that so much. If you haven't already, follow us on TikTok, Instagram, as well as the YouTubes. I appreciate all the support that you guys have been showing over the past year. It helps me stay motivated to keep doing this and keep filming, and I have fun doing this. It's so much fun. I love the interactions I get to have with you guys. I love reading you guys' comments. And you guys be funny as hell in the comments, even when you're roasting your boy. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all niggas still roast me. It's cool. I ain't tripping. I ain't hurt by it. It's cool. I don't cry when the cameras turn off. It's fine. But but I'm just saying, I love all the support. I love everything that you guys have to say. Even if you guys' views are against mine, because there's a lot of people that have views against mine, and that's totally fine. I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. Put your shit down in the comments, man. Let me know. Let me know what you're thinking. All right? I love you guys all. I will see you on Thursday for another A Court of Thorns and Roses episode. I believe we're on chapters 31 and 32, I believe. I might be wrong about that, but we'll get there on Thursday. Love you guys all. I'll see you on Thursday. Peace.